For the second time in 18 hours, Lane Tech basketball is on the air. Lane Tech and Schurz set to tip off some Northside Conference action. Red Northwest Conference action in just under 5 minutes. Thank you for joining us. My name is Alex Burstein, live inside an empty Lane Gymnasium as Lane Tech plays the second game of a back-to-back last night. A thrilling win over Lincoln Park, 40-39. And tonight, this afternoon, they are playing against Schurz. Schurz has had some struggles early on this year. They come into the contest with a 1-6 record, so they've had their early struggles, but hoping to get back on track today. Lane Tech also had their struggles, but they come into the contest with a 2-1 record. Main struggle for Lane has just been scoring. They're averaging just over 40 points per game, which for varsity, not that high. They're going to hope to get some points on the scoreboard tonight. We have just under 4 minutes to go now until tip-off, so we will get you your starting lineups, starting off with the visiting Schurz Bulldogs. Schurz is a very, very young team. They have their veterans, their seniors who graduated. They're the team that brought Schurz into the Red Northwest. Last year they were in the White North. Now they're in the Red Conference. They're seeing some struggles, but they have a young base, so this team should have some, they have a few years to get better. They start 5 sophomores. That's right, every single starter a sophomore. Starting off with number 1, Monye Bell, a 6'4 sophomore. Number 2, Jayshawn Knighton, a 5'8 sophomore. Number 3, Tyrese Larry, a 6'3 sophomore. And then number 23, Tyshawn Jones, a 6'3 sophomore. And Alexander Lopez, a 6'3 sophomore, number 35. So no super tall players, but this team is definitely not small. As for their starters, 6'3 or above. And they're just going to be hoping to use that, something that Lane Tech doesn't have a lot of size. As for your Lane Tech basketball team, they have a similar but slightly different starting lineup from their previous games. They'll be starting number 1, Sean Malloy, the junior, in his second year on varsity. Number 12, Joe Kensick, limited minutes last year, but taking on a much bigger role for Lane this year. Number 13, Justin Brown, second year varsity starter, point guard for this Lane team. He will be playing for Lane. And Number 24, Roger Hill, similar to Joe Kensick, limited minutes last year, now making a bigger impact as a senior. And finally, number 32, Aaron McQueen, the senior, second-year varsity starter. Missing from that is number 22, Chris McQueen. He started the other games. However, he is out tonight with an injury, but we're told he should be good to go for Monday's game against Taft. Both of the teams heading towards their benches now. I believe they'll be starting lineups. We've already got your starting lineups, but we'll turn to the PA address announcer when they do that. And just about 90 seconds until tip-off. We're ready for some Saturday afternoon hoops. A busy afternoon for Red Northwest Conference hoops. We'll get you your Around the League scoreboard later on in this broadcast, but all 10 Red Northwest teams in action after 8 of the 10 were in action last night. And yeah, just a busy day for Chicago Public League hoops. And we're going to turn it now to the public address announcer to get things underway for tonight's contest. There you have it, your starting lineups for this afternoon's conference, and we are ready for some Red Northwest Conference play. Lane Tech and Schurz. Keep on saying tipped off, but we're actually going to inbound it off due to COVID-19. It'll be Schurz ball to start things. Tyrese Larry inbounding things for Schurz in black. Schurz going from left to right, and Lane, dressed in their home whites, will be going from right to left. Schurz slow to start things off. That'll be Larry with the basketball, and they bring it up to the top to Jones. Jones pulls for three and no good, but that was Lopez on the shot, but Jones does get the putback, and Lane and Schurz takes an early 2-0 lead. Aaron McQueen with the basketball down low, gives it back to Brown. Brown in the court to Kensick. Kensick for three, no good, and Schurz will get the basketball back. Schurz, as we mentioned, 1-6 on the so far this season. As that basketball goes off of Schurz, and Lane Tech will get it back. Lane at 2-1 after their victory on last night against Lincoln Park. Justin Brown, the point guard, bringing things up for Lane Tech. We'll get it in the corner to Kensick. Kensick back to Brown. Inside to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen back to Brown. Brown inside to Hill, and Hill can't finish it. It'll be a jump ball, and Lane Tech has the possession arrow. 6:55 to go in the first quarter. Schurz leading 2-0 early on in this one. As Malloy gets the inbound to Kensick, who hands it off to Brown. Brown over to Malloy. Malloy, far side. He's going to drive instead. Pulls up for two, and he drains it. Sean Malloy, who had 13 last night, has his first two of the night. Larry tries to go out for a two. He's going to lose it. But fighting for is number one, Bell. And Bell will get the basket. And Schurz takes the lead 4-2. Brown inside to McQueen. McQueen driving. Goes up for two. He's going to get fouled and head to the line. McQueen has been up and down with his free throw shooting last night. Hit a clutch free throw, the game-winning shot last night against Lincoln Park. It was tied 39-all. And McQueen able to make one of two from the line and win the game for Lane. As the first free throw from McQueen goes off the front of the rim. That foul was on number one, Monye Bell, for sure. His first foul of the game for either of the teams. And McQueen drains his second one, so now 4-3 Schurz lead. Larry with the basketball, gets it to Jones. Now in the corner, back to Larry. He'll take a couple dribbles and give it to Larry. Knighton now with the basketball. They give it in the corner. Driving the baseline. That'll be number 23, Tyshawn Jones. And they're going to call a charge. Lane Tech gets the basketball back. 4-3. They trail Schurz. 5:46 to go in the first quarter. Justin Brown and Sean Malloy, both point guards, but they play on the court at the same time. We see Justin Brown with more of the point guard one duties, and Malloy, who gets the basketball in the corner and drives, playing more as a shooting guard, as Aaron McQueen drains the two, and Lane Tech has their first lead of the afternoon, 5-4, 5:25 to go in the first quarter. A floater, though, from number 2, Jay-Sean Knighton, will give Schurz the lead back right away. Brown gives it to McQueen. McQueen inside. Gives it back to Brown. Brown in the corner to Malloy. Malloy for three. He airballs that one. It'll be rebounded by Bell, and a foul is called on Lane Tech, so Schurz will keep the basketball. Foul was called on Roderick Hill, a push. That's his first foul of the game. Team's first as well. As Schurz is forced to call a timeout as they're not able to get the inbound in. Lane Tech playing with a Full court press, and that will bring us to our first timeout of the game. A 6-5 Schurz lead, 5:04 to go in the first quarter. Slow start from both of these teams. 3 points from Aaron McQueen and 2 from Sean Malloy will be your 2 scores for Lane Tech. And for Schurz, it is number 1, Manye Bell, number 2, Jayshawn Knighton, and number 23, Tyshawn Jones, all with a bucket early on in this one. Both the teams break their huddle. It'll be Schurz ball to get things going here. Lopez, the 6'3 sophomore who had 15 points against Amundsen earlier this year, inbounds it and gets the ball right back. Lopez being guarded by Malloy. Will hand it off. Larry goes behind his back. That was Knighton with the bad pass, and Lane Tech gets the basketball back. It'll be Roderick Hill inbounding things for Lane. Brown gives over to Kensick. Now Malloy on the far side. Malloy back to Brown. Now over to Kensick. Kensick thinks about 3. Instead, we'll get it inside to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen goes up for 2, and he gets it off the backboard, and Lane Tech back in the lead 7-6. 4:25 to go in the first quarter. Lopez with the basketball gives it over to Larry. Now Jones drives, but gets a travel first. And checking into the game will be Ethan Grunebaum and Joseph Perona. Joe Kensick and Roger Hill out of the game for Lane Tech. Perona and Grunebaum, 2 juniors, making their first appearance in the game. As Brown brings the ball up the court for Lane, gives it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum pulls for 3, no good. And Lopez will get the rebound. Gives it to Larry, and Schurz is off. Back to Lopez. Lopez seeming to be the main ball handler for Schurz early on. And they're going to say Larry stepped out of bounds, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back. Another substitution. Or no, we're going to have a mass timeout. First dead ball under 4 minutes in each of these quarters is a mass timeout, but the players more using it as a timeout. The idea is that players can take off their mask and spread out if needed, but really just a timeout for both these teams. 7-6, Lane Tech with the early lead in this one. 3:53 to go in the first quarter of action. Aaron McQueen, the leading scorer for either team with 5 points. And we'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. Back here at Lane Tech, your 5 on the court for Lane will be Sean Malloy, Justin Brown, Aaron McQueen, Ethan Grunebaum, and Joseph Perona. As Sean Malloy will inbound it to Brown. 4 guards on the court now for Lane, everyone but Aaron McQueen, as they give it to Perona on the side, back to Brown. Brown inside to Aaron McQueen, they get down low to Malloy. Malloy to Brown, Brown to Perona. Perona pulls for 3, no good. That'll be rebounded by number 1, Bell, and they'll get it to Lopez. In the corner to Larry now. Long pass is intercepted by Perona. They give it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum goes up for the layup, and he misses it. Gets his own rebound, goes up for 2, and gets the and 1. Turns the missed layup into the possibility of a 3-point play. Ethan Grunebaum will head to the line to shoot 1. 9-6 now to lead for Lane Tech. 3:15 to go in the first quarter. And he'll miss it off the front of the rim. Schurz gets it inside to number 1, Bell, who gets fouled, and he'll head to the line. So free throws from Lane, and now free throws for Schurz. 3-point Lane Tech lead with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. First free throw from Bell is no good. Game got started a little bit early, originally slated for 2 p.m., but JV game went short because of a running clock for the second half. And we got started about 20 minutes early as the second free throw from Bell is no good as well, rebounded by Malloy. Lane Tech will look to extend their lead on this possession. Malloy tries to get down low to McQueen, but that's intercepted by Schurz. It's number 3, Larry, who got the ball, but he stepped out of bounds. Probably would have been better off just laying it be, but Lane Tech will keep the basketball. Justin Brown gets it to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen can't hold on to it. And Schurz will get the basketball back, but Perona with some nice defense down low, and they're going to get a jump ball. Oh, no, a travel. Nice defense from Lane Tech forces a Schurz travel, and they'll get the ball back, leading 9-6. Sean Malloy inbounds it to Brown. Brown inside to McQueen. McQueen drives, goes up for 2, and he gets it. That seems to be the play of the day for Lane Tech. Gain it from the perimeter inside to Aaron McQueen, and McQueen driving. Perona almost gets the steal from Schurz, and they're going to call another travel. Second travel we can attribute for Joseph Perona forcing it. And Lane Tech gets the ball back, leading 11-6. Lane Tech slightly shorter today because Chris McQueen, one of the 6'6" McQueen twins, out today with an injury. As Sean Malloy drives the baseline, gets it into Aaron McQueen. McQueen goes up for 2, and he'll get fouled and go to the line. McQueen already with 7 of Lane Tech's 11 points. And looking to make it 9 with these free throws. It'll be Malloy, the lone player in the paint for Lane Tech, as Perona, Grunebaum, and Brown all talk with Lagallo, and Grunebaum will take his place in the paint for the second one, as the first free throw from McQueen is good, now 12-6. 2:21 to go in the first quarter. And the second free throw is good for McQueen as well. He's 3 for 4 from the line, and we'll have another substitution. Jack Sir, the sophomore, checks into the game for Sean Malloy. Lopez gets it to Larry. Now Larry, cross-court path to Knighton. As that pass is tipped, Grunebaum with it. He's going to go for the easy layup and get it to go. Ethan Grunebaum with his second basket of the night. And a timeout will be called by Schurz. Lane Tech, after starting slow, now has the momentum. 15-6. They lead 2:05. They lead with 2:05 to go in the first quarter. I can't say for sure, but I'm going to guess that this is the highest scoring start Lane Tech has had this year. They haven't scored more than 41 in a game, and that was against Clark, which ended up being a loss, 51-41 last Wednesday. Clark, the ranked team, we should say, ranked number 24 by the Sun-Times. They scored 40 in their season opening win against Jones, and they also scored 40 in their last win last night against Lincoln Park. Both the teams break their huddle. It will be Schurz basketball. And Ethan Grunebaum will be the lone Lane Tech player pressing full court. Lopez inbounds it to Larry, who gets it back to Lopez. Bad pass to Larry, but he keeps it, and they'll give it now to number 23, Jones. Jones back to Larry. Larry now tries to get to Jones. Lopez saves it. Grunebaum almost with another steal. Instead, they'll get in the corner. Lopez for 3. No good. Rebounded by Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen with the long pass to Brown. Brown drives in. Spin move. Goes up for 2. And almost gets it. Instead, he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Looking for his first points of the night. First free throw off the front of the rim for Lane Tech. Free throws have been something Lane has struggled with all season, all 3 games I should say, but has costed them some points in all 3 contests. And he misses his second as well off the rim, and Schurz will get the basketball back. They're going to say the ball went off of Knighton, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back there. As Justin Brown brings the ball up the court for Lane. Brown to Perona. Perona in the corner of Grunebaum, who tries for the 3. He'll airball it. And the ball will be tipped by Jones, so Lane Tech will keep things under their scoring basket. Brown inbounds it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum for 3. He misses it. And it'll be rebounded by Jones. Jones will push it himself. Gets it in the corner to Lopez. Inside to Jones. No good. And the basketball will go off of Lane Tech. Schurz will keep things. Larry inbounding it for Schurz. Gets it inside to... Not sure who that was, but Perona gets the ball back for Lane Tech. Perona pushes it, gives it to Sir. Now in the corner to Grunebaum. Grunebaum is going to drive the baseline, gives it to Perona. Perona swings it to Sir for 3. And he just misses it. And Schurz gets the rebound. That'll be Larry pushing the pace. He goes up for 2 and gets it with a little floater. And Schurz has their first points in a while. 35 seconds to go. 15-8. Lane Tech leads. Brown loses the basketball. Was trying to pass it off to Grunebaum, but Lopez will get it. They'll give it to Larry, who has the easy layup. He has 2 baskets in a row, and now it's just a 5-point lead for Lane Tech. 20 seconds. I'm guessing Lane will hold for the final shot here. Brown holding things for Lane. Now 10 seconds on the clock. Gives it to Perona. Perona holds it. Now back to Brown. Brown gives it Grunebaum. Grunebaum back to Brown. Now 3 seconds. 2 in the corner to Sir for 3. No good. And that will bring us to the end of 1 quarter of play. A 15-10 Lane Tech lead over Schurz. And we'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. Back here at Lane Tech, Alex bursting on the call as Lane takes on Schurz in some Red Northwest Conference action. 15-10, your score at the end of 1. Lane Tech leading Schurz. And I believe it is Schurz basketball to start the second quarter. Your 5 on the court for Lane will be Shahid Solibo, the freshman, Jack Sir, Ethan Grunebaum, Parker Springer, and Sean Malloy. It's Schurz basketball to start things as Larry tries to get the inbound, and he will get it to number 21, Robinson, who gives it right back to Larry. Larry holding it. Nice defense from Malloy. They get it to Lopez. Lopez near side will get it back to Knighton. Knighton tries to drive. Now far side. There was a shot from number 23, Jones, and I didn't hear a whistle, but I guess they called a foul. Called it on the ground, so Schurz will get it under their scoring basket. Lopez inbounds it. And Schurz will restart things at the top of the key. Malloy gets called for the foul. That is the 4th foul of the half for Lane Tech. Schurz has 5, so neither team in bonus yet. First of the night for Malloy. Larry gets the inbound in, and that will be a floater from Jones, and it's good. Now just a 3-point Lane Tech lead. Lane Tech got the momentum, but Schurz with a couple of baskets, and they're right back in this one. Malloy in the corner, thinks about a shot, instead gets double teamed, forced to give it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum to Sir. Back to Malloy. Malloy looked like he was going to go for 3, instead will dribble out of it. As they get to Grunebaum now, Solivo in the corner. Back to Grunebaum. Nice ball movement here from Lane. In the corner, Sir. He's going to airball that one. And Schurz will push the pace. Top of the key, Larry pulls for 3. No good. Rebounded by Grunebaum. Almost lost it there. They're going to give a long pass to Malloy, but that's tipped, and Schurz gets it right back. Larry with it, gives it to Knighton. Knighton driving back out to Larry, but not before he travels. And Lane Tech will get the basketball back up 3. Both these teams struggle from beyond the arc early on in this one. As Grunebaum gets it to Solibo inside to Malloy, who misses his 2. We're going to have a couple subs in the game soon for Lane Tech. Schurz slowing down the pace. That'll be Knighton, gets it out to Lopez. Lopez near side. Gets it inside to Robinson, and he will get the 2 to go. Now 15-14, just a 1-point lead for Lane Tech. And they have not scored in quite some time. Down low to Springer, inside to Malloy, who gets the and 1. He'll head to the line for the 3-point play. We have not seen Parker Springer, number 33, play much in the first 3 games, but gained some minutes now. Sean Malloy at the line. He makes the first one. I guess it wasn't an and 1. Either he must have missed a shot. Looked from my view that he made it, as Justin Brown and Joe Kensick check into the game for Grunebaum and Sir. Sean Malloy makes his second one as well, and now a 17-14 Lane Tech lead. 5:37 to go in the first half. Lopez, long pass to number 5, Mayo. Oh, excuse me, Young. Inside to Young, he loses the basketball. Brown almost takes it, but Young's able to get it back. Now Robinson driving, trying for another basket, and he's going to get called with the charge. Springer takes the charge, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back, leading by 3. 5:16 to go in the first half. Justin Brown with the ball for Lane Tech. Gives it to Solibo. Solibo passes it to Kensick. Kensick now driving out to Malloy. Malloy to Brown. Top the key to Solibo. Solibo pulls for 3, and he will miss it. Another missed 3 for Lane. As Lopez with a little hesitation will get it down low to Larry, who airballs it. Now Solibo gets the ball right back. Long pass to Brown, no good. And Lopez gets things right back for sure as he pulls for 3, no good. And I believe a foul was called. Yes, a foul was called on Schurz. And that's now a bonus, so Lane Tech will be shooting 1-1. That'll be Parker Springer shooting a 1-1, and a timeout will be called by, not sure which team called it, but that will bring us to a timeout, and a timeout for us. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. We'll be back in just a second. Back here at Lane Gymnasium, a 17-14 Lane lead. They're in the bonus as well, so it'll be Parker Springer shooting a 1-1 after this timeout. As Lane Tech breaks their huddle, Schurz still talking it over. And Parker Springer, who I'm not sure has any points so far this season, will be looking to score for the first time this afternoon. Springer takes a couple of dribbles, goes up for one, and he makes it, so he'll have a second. 18-14 the score, as Aaron McQueen going to check in the game in a second for Lane Tech. As the second free throw is good as well from Springer. He goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Springer will check out the game for Aaron McQueen. 5-point lead for Lane Tech. 4:40 to go in the first half. As Knighton will give it to Lopez, back to Knighton. They get to Larry. Inside, the layup is no good by Young, but the rebound by Robinson also no good. 2 missed shots by Schurz, and Lane Tech gets basketball back. Sean Malloy driving in, goes up for 2, and they're going to call a charge on him. That's Larry who took the charge for Schurz, and I believe that's Malloy's second foul, yes, of the night. Lopez inbounds it. He'll get it right back. Lopez now over to Larry. Schurz with a lot of players who have handled the ball. Bring it up as there's tight defense from Kensick. And I'm not sure what the call was there. Not a foul. Maybe he hadn't gotten out of the back court yet. Roger Kill will inbound it to Brown. Lane Tech looking to expand on their 5-point lead. Brown holds the basketball, far side, gives it to Kensick. Kensick now to Malloy. Malloy over to Brown in the corner to Kensick. Kensick drives the baseline, and that will be taken from Lopez, but not before there is a foul. Kensick will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. It's the 9th foul on the afternoon for Schurz, so one more and they will be in double bonus. First free throw, no good from Kensick, so it won't get a second. Schurz gets the rebound. Down at 5. Lopez with the basketball. Tight defense here from Malloy. He forces a steal, but Larry will get it right back for Schurz. Lopez now in the corner to Robinson. Robinson pulls for 2. He's going to airball it. Malloy gets it, gives it to Brown, and Brown, no passes, no good to Malloy. And Schurz will get the basketball right back. Lane jumped out to 15 points in the first quarter, but the scoring definitely has quieted down since then. 19-14, they lead Schurz. 3:27 to go in the first half. As Schurz inbounds it to Knighton. And Knighton to Larry, being guarded by Kensick. He goes in for 2, but he travels, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back. A lot of travels on this Schurz squad, more than we see in an average game, I'd say. As Hill inbounds it to Brown. Brown with the long pass to Kensick. Kensick pulls for 3, no good. That will go off of Schurz, so Lane Tech will get the second chance at it. Brown with the basketball, gives it to Aaron McQueen. McQueen hands it off to Brown, now to Kensick. Kensick pulls for 3, and he cannot make it. Lopez pulls for a 3 of his own. He can't make it either. Now Malloy gets the rebound, and that'll be poked from him, but Lane Tech keeps the basketball. 5 on the court for Lane right now. Malloy, Brown, Kensick, Hill, and Aaron McQueen. Justin Brown passes it off to Malloy. Malloy back to Brown. Now over to Kensick. Kensick inside to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen goes up for 2, and he will get that shot. Wow. Nice shot there from Aaron McQueen. He's up to 11 points on the night, and it's a 21-14 Lane Tech lead. Lopez loses the basketball, but Schurz will keep it. Now down low to Bell. Bell on the near side holding it. He'll give it to Knighton. Knighton gets a screen from Bell. Between his legs, pulls for the three, no good, rebounded by Sean Malloy. Malloy goes right in for it, but he gets the ball taken from him. But now he's going for the jump ball, and they will get it. Possession arrow points towards Lane. Aggressive defense from Sean Malloy leads to Lane Tech, keeping the basketball. Brown will inbound it for Lane Tech. Gets it to Malloy in the corner. Now it's a Hill. Hill for three. No good. He airballs it. Rebound by Air McQueen. Back to Hill. Hill goes up for two, and Hill get it. Second chance shot is good for Hill, and Lane Tech now with a 9-point lead. Lopez thinks about the three. Instead gives it to Young. He misses the three. Gets his own rebound, though. He'll go up for two and get blocked by Hill. They say some contact is made, though, and Robinson will head to the line. Hill's second free throw. Hill's second foul. As Robinson makes the first one. Young makes the first one. 23-15 now your score. 1:37 to go. Second free throw good as well, so Young goes 2 for 2 from the line, and now 1:37 to go in the first half. It's a 7-point Lane Tech lead, 23-16, as Brown brings things up for Lane. Brown pulls for three. No good, and that's rebounded by Schurz. Lane Tech just cannot hit a three this afternoon. Lopez gets it inside to Young. Young goes up for two, and they're going to call a foul on Malloy. Second straight drive that Young will head to the line to shoot two. First foul was on Malloy. First foul was on Hill. Second foul on Malloy. As Young misses his first one, that is Malloy's third foul of the game, so he's going to check out. Grunebaum comes in for Lane Tech. Second free throw from Young, no good. Lead will stay at 7 for Lane Tech, as Brown gets fouled while trying to rebound it. And they're in bonus, so they will head to the line, and I think that was 10 fouls. Yes, it was, so he will go to the line to shoot two. Brown went 0 for 2 from the free throw line at a earlier trip this game. But this time he'll make his first one. Now 24-16. Joseph Perona will check into the game for Joe Kensick. Second free throw. No good off the back of the rim, and Young will grab the rebound for Schurz. Gives it off to Knighton. Tight defense here from Grunebaum. Schurz gets it to Lopez past half court. As that ball stolen by Perona, gives it to Grunebaum. Under a minute to go now in the first half. Perona will bring things up for Lane Tech. Gives it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum pulls for three. No good off the front of the rim. Grabs his own rebound. He'll give it down low to Brown. Brown in the post. Misses the shot, and that will go off of Lane Tech. So Schurz will get the basketball. 24-16, Lane leading. 44.7 seconds to go in the first half. As Lopez gets it to Larry, back to Lopez, now in the corner to Young. Young gets it inside to Robinson. Robinson can't get it. That's a block by Hill as Grunebaum pushes things for Lane Tech. 28 seconds to go. He goes up for two, and they call a charge on him. Number 11, Malik Allen, will check into the game for Robinson, for Schurz. Larry gives it back to Lopez. Lopez gets it across half court to Allen. Down low to Young. Young goes up for two. No good now. 15 seconds to go. And a foul is going to be called. So Aaron McQueen will head to the line to shoot two with 14.2 seconds to go in the first half. Lane leading by 8. First free throw is good by Aaron McQueen. He's up to 12 points on the night. Afternoon, I should say. An early game for Lane and Schurz. And the second free throw by McQueen, no good. A whistle blew. I'm thinking it was a lane violation on Schurz. So Aaron McQueen will get a second chance at that free throw. And he'll drain it to give Lane a double-digit lead, 26-16, 13.2 seconds to go in the first half. Schurz with the basketball. They give it down low to Young. Young now 4 seconds, 3. Long pass taken by Perona. Perona heaves one up, and that will be no good. And that will bring us to the end of one half of play. Lane Sac with a 10-point lead, 26-16. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to recap the first half and get you some scores from around the conference in just a few minutes. You're watching Lane Sac basketball. Back here at Lane Tech, under 6 minutes to go in halftime. Lane Tech with 26-16 lead over Schurz. A busy day for Red Northwest Hoops, Chicago Public League Hoops. All 10 teams in action, we think. North Lawndale didn't play last night because of, I believe, COVID, but they were on the schedule for today. Your 5 games. Number 22 ranked Clark was at Orr. That game was at 11:30. I don't have a final from that yet, but I'm assuming that game is over by now. Farragut playing at number 2, Whitney Young at 2:30. So that game should get underway soon. Lincoln Park is playing at Westinghouse. That game is at halftime. We have an update from there. Michael O'Brien from the Sun-Times covering that one. 30-29, Westinghouse leading that one. That's an interesting scoreline. Last night, what Lincoln Park scored 39 points in the entire game. They have 29 in the first half against Westinghouse, and Julio Montez, who Lane held to 2 points last night, has 12. So interesting score to watch there. Your other 2 games, of course, there's this one. Schurz playing at Lane, a 26-16 halftime lead for Lane Tech, and then also Marshall playing at number 22 ranked North Lawndale. That is the one we are not sure what's happening with that one, because last night's North Lawndale Westinghouse game got postponed, but I haven't heard of a cancellation yet for that one. Last night we had a lot of action as well. The Chicago Public League pushed everything back a week, so now this week and next week a bunch of the Red Conference teams are playing back-to-backs on Friday and Saturday. Last night, Clark beat Marshall by 11, 61-50. Farragut took handle of Schurz, 51-33. Lane, of course, beat Lincoln Park, 40-39. And a close one here. Whitney Young survives against Orr. That was a close one, 63-57. And as we said, Westinghouse against North Lawndale was postponed. Not sure of an updated date for that one. Postponements are hard because of how short this season is. Lane Tech, for example, their game against Farragut was postponed, and I have yet to hear of a date for the postponement, if there is one. Lane Tech will play once again on Monday at home against Taft. One of their 2 non-conference games. They played their first non-conference game last Monday against Jones, and now they'll play against Taft. Always a fun one. Not going to be the fans here, but sure to be a good game. Taft is 3-0 in conference play. They've been fighting to make it up to the Reds for the past couple of years, and under head coach Jason Tucker, looks like this could be the year, but that White North Conference is competitive. Mather also undefeated. Taft, there's Lakeview. Lakeview's had some struggles. Northside, a bunch of teams competing for that red spot. We're actually not sure if there will be regulation, teams going up and down this year. I have not heard that there is, but I also have not heard that there isn't. So we will have to see on that one. Schurz returns to action on Wednesday at home against Whitney Young. And this could be just an error on their schedule, but the way that it looks on the Max Preps, they have home games the rest of the year. They're away at Lane, obviously, but then they play Whitney, Westinghouse, North Lawndale, Lincoln Park, and King. And on Max Preps, those were all home games. So Schurz with some home action to end the season. Lane Tech, after Taft, will play on Wednesday at Westinghouse. We will not have the broadcast of that one, but I believe that Westinghouse has been broadcasting their games. Not sure on that one. Then they're back home Friday against Orr, and that should be a fun one because Lane Tech Junior, a former Lane Tech Junior, Cam Lawn, transferred from Lane Tech to Orr. He is now junior, I believe, on their varsity team, so that should be a fun one. He has offers from DePaul, I think Western Illinois, Detroit, a bunch of those schools, so bit of a homecoming for him. He was on JV last year for Lane Tech. As we are almost ready for some second half hoops between Lane Tech and Schurz. Lane Tech has been rolling with their starting 5 to start the second half for most of their games this season. That starting 5 was Roderick Hill, Chris McQueen, Justin Brown, Sean Malloy, and I'm missing someone, Joe Kensick. So we'll see if they go with those 5. Schurz, it looks like it will be Lopez. I'm not sure. They're going back to their bench. I'm not sure who their 5 will be. 30 seconds on the clock. I think it is Schurz basketball to start the second half, as there was a jump ball for Lane near the end of the second quarter. Lane breaks huddle, and yes, it will be Malloy, Aaron McQueen, Roderick Hill, Joe Kensick, and Justin Brown. And for Schurz, it is going to be Larry, Bell, Jones, Knighton, and Lopez. It'll be Larry inbounding things for Schurz as we set to start the second half. He'll inbound it to Lopez, and we are underway. 26-16. Lane Tech leads as we start the third quarter of action here. Knighton with the basketball. He gets a screen. Now top the key. Pulls for three. No good. But as rebounded by Jones, who goes up and gets the two. So second chance basket for Schurz is good. Brown gets it to Kensick. Kensick driving. And a whistle was blown. A different sound this year as the refs are using electric whistles for the most part. Some are using, they're using electric whistles because of COVID. Lopez bringing the ball up the court for Schurz. Gets it to Jones. Jones gets the ball poked, and Brown will take it for Lane Tech. Brown pushing the pace. Drives, gets into the paint, goes up for the layup. No good. And Aaron McQueen almost takes it, but Lopez will keep it for Schurz. The three from Knighton, he airballs that one. And misses a second chance shot, too. So the three-point struggles continue for both these teams in the second half. Kensick pulls for three, and just as I say that, he hits one. A three-pointer from Joe Kensick, 29-18. Lane Tech takes an 11-point lead. I want to say that's the biggest lead of the game with 6:40 to go in the third quarter. Jones with the basketball for Schurz. That's going to be taken by Malloy, though. Malloy with an open layup goes up. He almost dunks it. He misses it, though. And a timeout will be called by Schurz. Malloy tried for the dunk there. No good. And the lead will stay at 11, 29-18 with 6:28 to go in the third quarter. Lane Tech with some buckets out of the gate to take the 11-point lead. Well, these two teams are separated by only 2 miles, but this is their first meeting in over 3 years. Last time they played January 24th, 2018. That game was at Schurz. That was back when Schurz was in the Red Conference, Red Northwest. Then they dropped to White for a couple of years. Now they're back at Red Northwest, so these two teams are playing in a conference matchup. As I said, a 64-50 win for Lane Tech that time, and that was at Schurz. It will be Schurz basketball out of the timeout. Lopez and Larry coming down, and Sean Malloy and Joe Kensick will be pressing, as well as Justin Brown. Lopez gets the inbound in to, I believe that's Larry. Yes, Larry drives, gets it out to Bell. Now Bell to Lopez. Lopez, top the key. Looked like he was thinking about a long three there. Instead, he's going to drive. Almost loses the basketball, but gives it back out to Larry. And the basket from Jones is going to be good. He's up to 8 points on the night, and Schurz cuts the lead to 9, 29-20, 5:40 to go in the third quarter. Aaron McQueen gets fouled on the ground. Oh, no. No. Yes. Sorry, ref was giving confusing signals there. It will be on the ground. Joe Kensick will inbound it for Lane Tech. Justin Brown looks like he wants to inbound it. They'll give it down low to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen goes up, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards Lane Tech. So Lane Tech will get the basketball. Brown gets it to Kensick. Kensick wide open, corner three, no good. Rebounded by Malloy. Malloy will reset things for Lane Tech. He goes up the middle, out to Kensick. Kensick, try number two, no good. And Aaron McQueen gets the basketball. They threw it right at him, and he'll get the and one. That was number two, Knighton, who threw it right at Aaron McQueen. I think he was trying to bounce it off of him, but Aaron McQueen just grabs it, goes up for two, and grabs the foul as well. Chance to make a three-point play here at the free throw line and a 12-point lead if he can make this one. And he does. 16 points on the night for Aaron McQueen, and it's a 12-point lead for Lane Tech, 32-20, 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Larry drives far side. He will give it to Jones. Now Jones going in, goes up for two. Nice spin move, and he gets the basket to go. Schurz responds with a basket of their own, and now a 10-point Lane Tech lead. Brown top the key. Goes for three. He'll miss that one. And Jones loses the basketball, gets it right back. They'll give it in the corner to Lopez. Lopez for three. He drains it. And Schurz right back in this one with the three. A 7-point lead now. 32-25 for Lane Tech. 4:38 to go in the third quarter. Malloy bring the ball up the court for Lane. We'll have subs soon. As they give it to Brown on the far side, back to Malloy. Malloy pulls for a three of his own. He airballs that one. Aaron McQueen keeps it in play. They give it to Malloy. Malloy goes to the baseline, goes up for two. He misses it, and now will be rebounded by Bell. Larry somehow keeps the basketball. Now Brown with it. Aaron McQueen with a clear lane. He goes up and misses it. Gets fouled. Took a hard foul. Looks like he was trying for the dunk there, but gets fouled nonetheless, and he will go to the line to shoot two. 32-25. Lane Tech leads. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. And a timeout is called, I think a max timeout with 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Two subs are going to come into the game for Lane Tech. That'll be Joseph Perona and Ethan Grunebaum. Not sure who they're coming in for, though. And after the timeout, Aaron McQueen will head to the line to shoot two. Thank you for joining us. Lane Tech with some Saturday afternoon hoops. Alex Burstein on the call for this one. Lane Tech looking to improve to 3-1 on the year, while Schurz looking to get their second win of the year and improve to 2-6. Schurz still looking for that first conference win of the year. They're currently 0-3. Lane Tech yet to foul anyone this half. They're at 0, so long way to go for Schurz to get into bonus. Schurz with 3 fouls, so Lane Tech closer to the bonus, but both teams still relatively distant from that mark. As your 5 on the court will be Brown, Perona, Grunebaum, McQueen, and Malloy. Kensick came out, and not sure who else, possibly Hill. Yeah, I believe Hill and Kensick come out of the game for Lane Tech. And McQueen has his 2 free throws now. First free throw takes a couple of bounces and is good. Now 33-25, an 8-point lead for Lane Tech. And the second free throw good as well. McQueen goes 2 for 2 from the line. He's up to 18 points on the night and a 34-25 Lane Tech lead. Lopez with the basketball gives it to Knighton. Lane Tech bench chanting defense as they get to Lopez. Lopez now to Larry for a long 2, and he'll get it. 34-27 now the score. Perona gives it to Brown. Brown in the corner to Grunebaum. Grunebaum for 3, no good. As Brown, I believe the scoreboard gave the points to the wrong team. As Grunebaum gives it to Perona. Perona driving, goes up for 2, and he will miss it. Yes, now scoreboard fixed, 34-27, the score. As Lopez thinks about three, instead gives it down low to Jones, who gets the two to go. And whenever Lane Tech has a little run, Schurz just comes right back with some points of their own. Brown gives it out to Malloy. Malloy driving out to Perona. Perona for three. Misses that one. Malloy gets the ball. He goes up for two, and he gets fouled. (34-29), a 5-point Lane Tech lead. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. So looks like Lane is finally going to break 41 points, their season high so far. That was Wednesday against Clark. As Malloy makes the first one. His 5th point of the night. He has 3 fouls as well, but those were all in the first half, I want to say. Second free throw from Malloy is good as well. He goes 2 for 2 from the line, and Lane Tech jumps back out to a 7-point lead. That ball is tipped, but Jones will get it for sure as he drives in. A whistle is blown, and it is a double dribble. So Lane Tech gets the basketball back quickly. Jack Sir will check into the game for Lane Tech. Coming out, Justin Brown. Malloy will inbound the basketball for Lane. Gives it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum, first year on varsity, but he's taking a pretty big role for this Lane Tech team as Aaron McQueen pulls for three. He misses that one. Sir hits it and gives it to Grunebaum, and Grunebaum will bring the ball up once again for Lane Tech. Top the key, he goes for three, and he drains it. Ethan Grunebaum has had some trouble hitting the three earlier this season, but he drains this one, and now a 10-point Lane Tech lead. 39-29, 2:20 to go in the third quarter, and a travel will be called on Schurz, number 2, Knighton, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back. Up by 10. Malloy inbounds it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum near side to Perona. Perona back to Grunebaum. They give it to Sir. Back to Grunebaum. A lot of passing here. They get it inside to Aaron McQueen. McQueen to Grunebaum. Back to Sir. Now in the corner to Perona. Almost tipped. The Lane will keep it. Perona goes in for two. Want to grab the foul. They won't get the foul, but Lane Tech will keep possession. Number 5, Young, checks into game for Schurz, and Robinson will check out. Malloy inbounds it, gets it to Sir. They get it to Perona, top the key. And Lane Tech will reset things with Grunebaum. Far side to Perona. Perona thinks about the two, instead gives it to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen with the long two, good. He can play in the post, and he also can hit some longer shots. 41-29 now the score, I think. Scoreboard shows 39-29. There it goes. As Schurz can't get their basket. Rebounded by Lane Tech. And Sir gets fouled. And Lane Tech will keep the basketball. 5th foul on the night, on the second half, I should say. As Solibo, the freshman, checks into the game for Sean Malloy. He will inbound it. First freshman on Lane in the past couple of years. They haven't had any freshmen, so Solibo with the big jump. But he's gotten some minutes so far this season. As Perona gets the basketball on the far side, gives it to Grunebaum. Now Aaron McQueen down low, Jack Sir, who gets blocked. But he will get fouled, some contact on that, and he will head to the line to shoot two. Lane leads 41-29, 1:09 to go in the third quarter. A free throw here, and Lane Tech has a new points per game high. As first free throw, no good off the back of the rim. Robinson will check into the game for Jones for Schurz. Second free throw is good, and Lane Tech with 42 points, their new season high with 1 minute to go in the third quarter. A foul is going to be called on Lane Tech. Foul was called on number 5, Ethan Grunebaum, his first foul of the half for Lane Tech. Made a long time without having a foul. As they get it inside, they get the ball to Lopez. And that ball is tipped out of bounds by Young, and Lane Tech will get it back. 42-29, they lead, 56.7 seconds to go in the third quarter. Grunebaum bringing the ball up the court. Gets it far side to Perona. Perona in the corner to Sir. Almost tipped. Grunebaum takes it. Now gives it to Perona. Back to Sir. He pulls for 3. No good. Airballs it. Rebounded by Robinson. And Knighton will take the ball up the court for Schurz. As Salibo gets the steal. And they're going to say that went off of Larry. And Lane Tech will keep the basketball. Or get the basketball, I should say. 29.6 seconds to go. So Lebo will inbound it for Lane Tech. Looks like they're going to get to Grunebaum. And Lane Tech is holding for the final shot. 25 seconds. Grunebaum holding it. 20 seconds now on the scoreboard. Grunebaum lets it tip down to 15, and now he moves. Grunebaum gets it to Solibo. Now to Perona. Perona back to Grunebaum. 8 seconds. Now 7 seconds. Perona with it. Driving in. 5 seconds. Gets it out to Solibo. Solibo with 2 seconds. Gets it to Sir. He pulls for 3. And the shot did not get off, and he won't make it. Lane Tech can't get the shot off in time. And that will bring us to the end of 3 quarters of play. A 42-29 Lane Tech lead over Schurz. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. Will bring us to the end. Eight minutes of basketball will decide this contest. A 13-point Lane Tech lead, but a couple of baskets can easily sway this game in either direction. Larry will inbound things as Schurz get things underway in the fourth quarter of action here at Lane Gymnasium. They get it to Lopez. Lopez back to Larry. Larry gets a screen, so he'll go to the far side. Young with the basketball. They get it inside, and Larry will get fouled. I think he was shooting. Foul is called on number 10, AJ Zanders. This might be his first minutes of the season. As the first free throw, no good from Larry. You're 5 in the game right now for Lane Tech. Justin Brown, Joseph Perona, Shahid Solibo, and Parker Springer and AJ Zanders. As the second free throw will be good from Larry off the backboard. Justin Brown pushing the pace for Lane. Top the key. Gives it out to Solibo. Solibo over to Perona. Perona almost loses basketball, but he'll keep it. In the corner, Zanders for 3. No good. But Springer will get the rebound. They give it to Perona. Perona in the paint. He's going to drive in, go for the layup on the left side. No good. And Schurz will get the basketball back. Now down 12. Lopez with the basketball. They get it to Young. Young drives in on Springer, goes up for 2, and he gets it. Nice shot there from Young. And now a 10-point lead for Lane Tech. 7:05 to go in the game. Brown with the basketball. Drives in. He loses the basketball, but not before getting fouled. And that is the 7th foul. Brown will go to the line to shoot 1-1. Fouls. Lane Tech has a lot less than them than Schurz. 2 second-half fouls for Lane, 7 for Schurz. So Lane will be in at least a bonus. Could get to a double bonus for the rest of the game. Still 7 minutes to go. As Brown misses his first free throw, so he won't get a second. Lopez gets the rebound for Schurz. They give it to Young. Young's slowing things down for Schurz. Lopez down low to Young. Young goes up for 2. He gets blocked. Ball's on the ground. It looks like that went off of. It looked like it went off of Schurz, but it will have gone off of Lane as Sean Malloy checks into the game for Joseph Perona. Young resets things for the Bulldogs. He goes behind his back, creates some separation from Brown, fakes a 3, gives in the corner to Lopez. Lopez inside to Larry, and they're going to call a foul on Zanders. Only been in the game for about 90 seconds, and he has 2 fouls already. Third foul of the half for Lane Tech, as Lopez is going to inbound it for the Bulldogs. Gets it out to Jones. Jones tries to do a nice spin move. No good, though, and Brown will get the rebound for Lane Tech. Brown bringing the ball up the court on the far side. Goes in for the layup. He goes up for 2 and gets it. Nice move there from Justin Brown. Now a 44-32 lead back up to 12 for Lane Tech. Allen with the basketball, gives it to Larry. Larry driving, loses. Doesn't lose it, but he does get fouled by Solibo. As Knighton will check into the game for Lopez. Lopez played well this game. Surprised to see him go out during this in the fourth quarter. As the 2 is good. Jones takes his way to the basket and gets the 2. Now a 10-point lead once again for Lane Tech. Brown, top of the key. They give it to Malloy. We're going to have a couple of subs in the game. They're going to call a travel on Malloy. Stephen Goonan, I believe, seeing his first varsity minutes, unless he played a few minutes earlier this season, but he'll check into the game, as well as Aaron McQueen. And Solibo and Springer will check out. Schurz with the basketball. Knighton being guarded by Brown. Far side. He'll go between his legs. Gets trapped by Brown. And a timeout will be called by Schurz. Nice defense there from Brown. Forces Schurz to call a timeout. 5:23 to go in the fourth quarter. A 10-point lead for Lane Tech. This game is close. However, we have not seen Schurz make any super big runs. They'd have to score a few unanswered baskets to really get into this. And the way Lane Tech has been playing, it's mainly gone back and forth. But we'll have to see. 5:23 to go in the game. Lane Tech is in the bonus. Schurz not in the bonus. Lane Tech has 5 timeouts left. Schurz has 1. I don't think Lane has called a timeout yet today, at least this half. But Schurz has used a lot of theirs, and that could come not in handy for them as we get down the stretch. We also will have 1 mass timeout under 4 minutes because per IHSA rules. It'll be Schurz basketball out of the timeout. Your 5 on the court for Schurz. Allen, Larry, Robinson, Jones, and Knighton. And for Lane Tech, Aaron McQueen, Stephen Goonan, AJ Zanders, Sean Malloy, and Justin Brown. It'll be Larry inbounding things here for Schurz. Gets the basketball once again, having some trouble getting it in, but he will get it to Jones, who goes up for two. He gets blocked, though. Nice block there from McQueen, and Brown fast down the court. He's going to drive it with himself and gets the layup to go. Brown takes it himself, and now a 46-34 lead. 5 minutes to go in the game. Lead for Lane Tech. Allen with the basketball. As they get the ball to Larry. Larry, far side. Being guarded by Zanders. Nice defense from him. He does have 2 fouls, so can't be too aggressive. As they get to Knighton, and he'll bring things out for the Bulldogs. Over to Jones, back to Knighton. Now back to Jones. Jones trying to get inside the paint. And a foul will be called, I believe, on Malloy. And if it is on Malloy, that is his 4th foul of the night. So one more, and he is out of the game. And the mass timeout is called just before 4 minutes. 4:31 to go in the game. A 46-34 lead for Lane Tech. Lane Tech with their season high in points. The season high for Schurz is 41 as well. Both these teams had 41 as their season high coming into tonight. They scored that against Amundsen in their lone win of the season, but looks as if both of these teams could have season highs in scoring. Aaron McQueen is the leading scorer. He has 20 for Lane Tech, and then the leading scorer for Schurz, Tyshawn Jones, the 6'3 sophomore, he has 16. Jones is a sneaky player. You wouldn't look at the scoreboard and think he had, without looking at the scoreboard, I wouldn't have said he had 16 points, but he's just very productive, gained some points when Schurz need it. He has 16. Of course, McQueen with 20. I think that's the season high for McQueen. He had 16 last night, 10 against Jones. Not sure how many he had against Clark. As Knighton gets the basketball near the top of the key. Get it down low to Jones. Jones back to Knighton. He'll hold it. Defense from Brown. Down low to Jones, being guarded by Zanders. Goonan with some defense, and that's stolen by Malloy. Malloy with an open lane. He'll go up and get the layup. No risk this time after missing a dunk early in the game, and it's now 48-34, 3:50 to go in the game. As Robinson gets an open lane, but Goonan got in there last minute to get the block, but a 3 is good from Larry, and now a 48-37 Lane Tech lead. Goonan gets it to McQueen. McQueen pulls for 2, no good, rebounded. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards Lane Tech, so Lane Tech will keep the basketball. Brown will inbound things for Lane. They'll give it to Malloy in the corner. Pulls for the long 2, and he'll get it. Lane Tech with 50 points. 3:24 to go in the game. They lead by 13, 50-37. Lopez with the basketball. Being guarded by Zanders. He gets the screen, but doesn't do much with it. Switch defenders, so now Zanders will be covering Jones. Going to have a couple of subs in the game in a second. As a 2, no good, and McQueen will get it. Gives it to Malloy. Malloy goes up for 2. He gets fouled. Oh no, they call a charge. 2 subs coming into the game. That'll be Will Rosenkrantz gain his first minutes, as well as Ethan Grunebaum, Zanders, and didn't see this, and Malloy will check out of the game. Looks like there's a wet spot on the court, so the player's just trying to clean that up. Thank you for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call for this one. 2 1:58 to go. Lane Tech with a 13-point lead. Lane has played almost everyone in tonight's game. The only player available who hasn't played would be Lucas Basil. As Schurz takes the basketball, they give it in the corner to Lopez. Lopez looked like he was about to go. Instead, gives it down low to Jones. Jones to Robinson. Robinson goes up for two and gets it. 50-39. So Schurz sticking around in this one. They give it to Grunebaum. Now to Brown. In the corner, Goonan goes up for two. Gets blocked, but McQueen gets it. Now out to Grunebaum. Grunebaum to Brown. Brown, top the key, drives into the paint. Gives a no-looker to Rosencrantz for three. And he's going to miss that. Rebounded by Schurz. Jones gets it and gives it to Knighton. Knighton down 11. Schurz is with 2:09 to go in the game. Lopez gives it to Jones. Jones, their leading scorer, with 16. He does have 4 fouls, though. Lopez down low to Jones. Jones goes up for two, misses it, rebounded by Brown. Brown, no looker to Grunebaum. Grunebaum pulls for three, and he drains it. Ethan Grunebaum. That might have been the dagger. A 53-39 lead now for Lane Tech. 1:40 to go. Jones inbounds it to Lopez. Lopez goes between his legs a couple of times, being guarded by Goonan. Schurz in no rush, down 14 with 1:20 to go in the game. As they get it down low to Young. And a foul is going to be called on Ethan Grunebaum. That is his third of the game. And as we said, Lucas Basil will be entering the game. And now every single Lane Tech player dressed for today's game plays. He checks in for Aaron McQueen. Chris McQueen out with an injury, not playing tonight, but we've been told he should be able to play on Monday against Taft, as the first free throw from Young is good. 53-40 now. Second free throw is good as well. He goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's 53-41. Aaron McQueen finishes the game with 20 points. Brown gets it to Goonan. Goonan corner to Grunebaum. Grunebaum for three. He drains it. Second three for Grunebaum. And he's up to 13 points. Second three in a row, I should say. And a travel by Schurz. Grunebaum up to 13 points for Lane Tech. And some subs will come into the game for Schurz. Rosencrantz will inbound it for Lane Tech. He gets it to Brown. Back to Rosencrantz. Rosencrantz pulls for three, airballs it, but Grunebaum almost gets a tip in. Young pushes the pace for Schurz, down 15, 45 seconds to go in the game. Lopez, wide open three. He'll drain that one. And a timeout will be called by Schurz. 56-44 now. Your leading scorers, Aaron McQueen with 20 for Lane Tech. 13 points for Ethan Grunebaum. So those two have combined for 33 of Lane's 56 points. And your leading scorer for Schurz, number 23, Tyshawn Jones, with 16 points. He had 12 against Amundsen. So he's been one of their more productive scorers this year. If the result holds, Lane Tech will improve to 3-1 on the year, and and Schurz will drop to 1-7, 0-4 in conference. Lane Tech will be 2-1 in conference. Good start to conference play for them. It'll be Lane Tech ball coming out of the timeout. Grunebaum inbounds it. Schurz is out of timeouts. That was their final timeout they used. Full court press here from Schurz. Lane gets into Brown, now to Rosencrantz, who gives it to Grunebaum. Grunebaum passes half court. He gets fouled, and it looks like Schurz is going to foul, down 12 with 32 seconds to go. It'll be Grunewald heading to the line. Both the teams in bonus now. 8th foul on Schurz, and Lane has 7 this half. Knighton checks into the game for Schurz as the first free throw from Grunewald is no good. Bell gets the rebound. 30 seconds to go. Lane Tech backs off. And a nice little move there from Larry, but he cannot finish it. And the ball will go to Lane Tech. 20.9 seconds to go. Oh, that was a foul by number 5, Young, his 4th. So it'll be 1-1 for Lane Tech. Will Rosenkrantz will be shooting the free throws. .9 seconds to go. Rosenkrantz shooting 1-1. First one is no good, so he won't get a second. Lane Tech almost gets the steal. Instead, it'll be Knighton with it. Knighton gives it to Bell. Bell back to Lopez. Lopez, long 3. Misses it. And Goonan is going to hold it. 56-44. And that will be your final score. Lane Tech wins it 56-44 over Schurz. They go to 3-1 on the year, improve to 2-1 in conference play. Schurz drops to 0-4 in conference play, 1-7 overall. Aaron McQueen, your leading scorer, with 20 points. Ethan Grunewald with 13 points, and for Schurz, they were led with 16 points by Tyshawn Jones. We'll be back on the air Monday as Lane Tech takes on Taft in a non-conference rivalry game. That game tips off at 7 with JV at 5. Meanwhile, Schurz will play next Wednesday against Whitney at home. That is going to do it for us. Thank you for joining us. My name is Alex Burstein. Your final score from Lane Gymnasium. Lane Tech, I missed the final score. But Lane Tech wins this one. We'll see you Monday night. Final score 56-44. There we go.